For me, this is personal. I'm a fourth generation New Yorker, and there's been a union member in my family, my immediate family, for more than 70 years. When unions are strong, America's strong. The middle class is strong, so we got to follow this up with real policy, and that particularly pertains to your own members. We got to make sure that we actually get an infrastructure bill across the finish line. We have to make sure that it's easier to organize in America, not harder. We have to break down the silos between public sector unions and private sector unions, because when one wins, the other wins, and vice versa. And we have to realize that being union strong is not some force of inevitability. It comes with real public policy. You know, we got to fix DC. We got to fix our government. It's being overtaken by transactional politics. I don't just reject corporate PAC money, reject lobbyist money. I wrote the bill to wipe corporate PACs off the face of the earth. I wrote the bill to eliminate the lobbyist disclosure loophole. It's no secret I have a tough race. We're going to win. We're only going to win because we have you on our side. And then when we win, we're going to keep on being there for working people, because that's the whole point of what we're doing. I've been willing to say to those colleagues who have called this a blue state versus a red state matter, that's not what this country was built on. We don't do that when there's a hurricane in Texas. We don't do that when there's a natural disaster down south. We don't say, wait, were those Republicans or were those Democrats? And then let that determine whether or not we help. It's never what this country's been about, thank God. And it should be now. And that's particularly the case for New York. You know, if you want to really resuscitate New York City's economy, we've got to beat the pandemic, because so much of New York City's economy is centered around live economic, human-based economic activity, restaurants, entertainment. You all are familiar with that, and that it's all an ecosystem, right? That's so intertwined with the new construction projects and the economic activity and the tax revenue and so on and so forth. After that, we have to hit the ground running with an infrastructure bill. We have to hit the ground running with continuing to beat back the opioid epidemic, which has affected so many of our families. And we have got to continue to advance legislation that is pro-union in nature, but is strong in terms of the working class and the middle class in nature, lowering prescription drug costs, for instance, ensuring that people aren't having to decide between putting food on the table and paying for their insulin, for instance.